Well, good evening, everyone. Happy Friday. How's everyone today? It's good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. If you're watching the VOD after the fact, thank you for taking time out of your day to join us. I am Oddman105, aka the Odd One. This is a late night No Man's Sky live stream. Pardon me for one sec. Let me check my audio, make sure we're good here. Okay, audio sounds good. Alright, so Dylan Case, thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well today. Yes, this week in Grand Theft Auto Online is an amazing week. Rockstar has been coming in clutch with the bonuses for the past couple of months now, and I am really impressed. They've done a really good job. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and begin. We'll be on for about an hour 15, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. We're going to do some Starship hunting, but first, we're going to do the Nexus mission. Today's the daily Nexus mission to earn some Quicksilver. So I think that's what we'll do today. Then we'll do some Starship hunting. So if it sounds like a plan, let's go. Now, before we begin, if anybody out there is new, please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button, helps out the channel a ton. And also, please read the channel rules in the description section down below. Very important. So with that disclaimer out of the way, let's begin. Let me double check my stats in OBS before we begin. OBS is looking good. Okay. Alright, turn that off. Bring this up. Okay, put that in the background. Bring that foreground. Bring up the game. Transition. Alright, I think we are ready. And I hope you guys are all doing well out there. Thank you guys for joining us. Alright, let's go. So what we're going to do first, let's hop into the Polestar Expedition save. And this is the save that I'm bringing forward with all of the existing storied quests. There is one storied quest remaining to bring this particular save completely forward. And that is Interstellar Multitudes. But we won't have time to complete it tonight, so I'm probably going to save that one for maybe Sunday afternoon. But what I would like to do for this live stream, there's a what is that? Hold on a second, what is that? I think that's off. Is that off planet? There's a bone or a there's a fossil. Okay, collecting fossils, learn blueprints. Oh, okay, I got it. Had to think about it for a second. The last time I saw that was during the actual Relics expedition, so we don't need to concern ourselves with that. What we will do is let's click off of that. We don't need to concern ourselves with that, so we'll just kind of ignore it. Had to think about that for a second. Alright, so let's see what we have here at the Nexus. Okay. Tame wild creatures. Seriously, I really don't want to do this. But it's worth 400 Quicksilver, so let's do it, I guess. Let's do it. Let's go. Hey, buckle up, let's go. What's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yes, sir. Another late night No Man's Sky live stream. And again, happy Friday, everybody. Where is my ship? There it is. Just making a little bit of Quicksilver. Then we're going to jump into Starship hunting once we're finished with this. Now, I'm pretty sure that I don't have creature pellets, so we're probably going to have to make some of those. Now the question is whether or not our target destination is in this system. Okay, so it says fauna dense planet located. Man, this planet is like right in my face. What the crap, dude? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that planet's like right in my face. Heaven, what's up, man? How's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Heaven says, anything interesting happened with the Dre contract? I made a crap ton of money. That was the perfect week for money grinding, bro. Hello, Professor Cynical. Hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. It's good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Everybody, Professor Cynical is one of the biggest No Man's Sky creators on the platform. If you guys don't know who he is, please go to his channel and check him out. Show him some love. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Absolutely love your series on the War for Euclid. Love that series, by the way, man. Thanks for putting that up. That is awesome. Again, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Let me guess, I ran out of fuel. Yep.
Technology recharge.
Never run out of gas. Okay, we got to go tame some animals. Right next to an abandoned freighter. Yeah, Professor Cynical, no problem, man. I absolutely love that series. And I really love the way you keep No Man's Sky innovative just by doing different things. That is awesome. It is a slow period in No Man's Sky right now, so there's not much going on. Because I always play solo, we're simply Starship hunting today. We're doing some Quicksilver missions, or Nexus missions, that is. And we're going to make some Quicksilver. Not a whole lot going on until the next update. So Heaven says he still has 8 million from the bug to run. Rare Rockstar win. Don't tell Rockstar. Whatever you do, man. Do not tell Rockstar. Just out of curiosity. This is silver. We need silver, don't we? I think we're out of silver. You know, we can use some silver. Let's go ahead and collect this. You know, while we're here, we might as well collect this. But for the time being, until No Man's Sky gets a major update, I'm probably going to focus on my series called Random Finds. And I'm considering doing a How to Have a Best Start series in No Man's Sky. I think we have about another week or two before we see any kind of a major update, or even another expedition. So I have some time. I'd like to work on that series as well. But for today, at least, for now, we're going to focus on Starship hunting. Hey, well, Professor Cynical, that is genius. It is absolute genius. And I absolutely love the way that you work with other No Man's Sky creators to keep the game interesting. And I think for such an excellent community, that's very important. Especially the way you work with Captain Steve, Ricey's Emporium. You know, both some of my favorite No Man's Sky creators, by the way. You know, it keeps the game fresh. And I am anticipating a really, not a really big update, but if nothing else, we are getting another expedition. Localized gravity inversion detected. Yes, we've got float, and my ship. What the crap? Yeah, we got floating rocks. Coach Sims, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Yeah, buckle up. Let's go. I was going to try to work on it tonight, but ran out of time. Oh, jeez. That's not me. That's not me. It's this stupid storm. All right. Okay, we got some silver. Let's get out of here before we get swept away like that movie Gone with the Wind. And Coach Sims, good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us, man. So Professor Cynical says, make the best start series, I'd watch it. Yeah, definitely going to get to it. Grand Theft Auto Online has been consuming the vast majority of my time. But rest assured, I will continue to make No Man's Sky content. So the Best Start series is definitely on the schedule. Just got to get some time together and think of the format that I want to make the actual series in. Whether or not it should be more of an impromptu series on the fly, or something that's got a linear progression to it. And it's something that I haven't quite decided yet. So Coach Sim says had to switch it up. GTA overload. Yeah, GTA can get boring really quickly. So we have to craft some creature pellets. Then we got to find creatures. It doesn't tell me how many, but let's try it. No, Grand Theft Auto Online can get boring really quickly. That goes without saying. Okay, creature pellets. There we go. I hate to craft too many of these things, but okay, we can make some more. All right, here we go. And this is a bubble planet.
Units received.
Okay, so apparently we have to tame some wisps. Okay, we'll tame it. If we can see it. I can barely see this thing. Come back here, dude. What the crap? There we go. Interact. Oh, berries. Oh, okay. Okay, cannot adopt. Okay. So it says I have to tame 40. I got to tame 40 creatures? 40 creatures. 40 creatures. There aren't even 40 creatures on this rock. $40 freaking creatures. Oh my God. This was not a good mission to take. It's okay though. Yeah, so we got one of 40. This is funny. I don't think I've ever seen a planet with 40 creatures on it. Okay, well, let's get rid of the dangerous plant. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's a weird looking mushroom. Don't smoke that one. How many fauna are on this planet? Just out of curiosity. That is hilarious. Okay, well, yeah, I can't see them. So this is what we're going to do. Let's drop let's drop some of these creature pellets and bring them to us, because I swear I can't see anything. All right, let's see. Okay, there's one. Okay, there they are. But they won't stand still. Here we go. Let's drop another one. We need to keep them in the area. Okay, so that's 4. We got 4. Cade's Arcade, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for stopping in. It's good to see you. Everybody out there, Cade's Arcade's also a fellow content creator. If you haven't done so, please check him out. Show him some love. So we're up to 4. Okay, that one's recently fed. Ew. Yeah, we're not, we don't need Facium, do we? Do we need Facium for anything? No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. We're not picking that up. Oof. Alright, we'll pick it up. We might need it. We might need Facium for some reason. So we're like 10% of the way there. Yeah, we're on Pooper Scooper watch. Okay, that one's recently fed. What are their drops, by the way? Ah, hexaberries. Okay. Never mind. Okay, this is probably going to be easier if we go to another part of the planet. Since we've got 5 here, let's drop another berry or another creature pellet and see what happens. Okay, we got 6, 7. Okay, so we got some randoms showing up. 8. We're on Pooper Scooper watch, people. 9. Let's drop another one. Yeah, we're picking up poop. Oh my god. Okay, we got 10. Alright, we're 25% there. Okay, so I think we've got everything in this area. Yeah, like I said, don't give Rockstar any ideas. It's the last thing we want to do. Okay, 10. Since these animals are all tamed, let's drop another one and see what happens. Let's drop one more. Blind Richie, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yep, we got 13. Okay. So we got some progress going here. 14. Just so that everybody know, we're on Pooper Scooper watch for this Nexus mission. Yeah, we're pooper scooping. 15. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's get some distance and drop another one. If I can stop fat fingering the controllers. Here we go. All right. Yeah, we got a nosy sentinel out there, so we need to watch him. We got 16. Okay. So probably going to have to go to another area. Buckle Up says, that, careful, that's how I got 4 raccoons on my porch. Well, in all fairness, raccoons aren't bad. Raccoons aren't that bad. Rats are a different story. So we're at 17. Okay. Let's travel some distance. We'll leave the ship where it is. This is a weird planet, by the way. It's a nice planet. Nice planet. It's got bubbles on it. Alright, let's see. There we go. There's a group over there. Let's go talk to these guys. Okay, here we go. Keegan Courage Gaming, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So buckle up. Buckle up says. Well, let's back up. I think raccoons are kind of cute. I want to domesticate one. They actually do make pretty good pets. The raccoons are kind of funny because they actually have opposable thumbs. They have little raccoon hands. So they're kind of weird, especially when they grab you. So where are we at? We got 20? Okay, we got 20. Drop another one. At 21. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're halfway there. Halfway there. You got the nosy sentinel. And these guys are pooping all over the place. You know, for such a small fauna, these things do make a big pile of poop. So what's that buckle up says? Truly they are kind of comical. On the ring cam, they almost purr. It's funny, here in Japan, raccoons exist here in Japan too. They're called tanuki. They're called tanuki here, which is like a raccoon. Oh God, here we go. Localized gravitational distortion. How many of these things have we tamed so far? 22, okay. Ouch. Yeah, you know you're in a bad part of town when you see the rocks floating. When you see the rocks floating, it's time to leave. Okay, next. That was fun. Let's get away from the gravitational distortion. Do a quick look around. Any more ridiculous fauna? Yeah, they're all over there. I just fed those guys, so they don't count. There we go. We got one over here. Ouch. Oh, this stupid gravitational storm is just following me, man. This is not right. This is not right. The gravity storm is following me. Oh, here we go. Ouch, broke my legs. So we're at 23 of 40. There's one over there. Let's get away from the gravity storm. So as I was saying, raccoons do exist here in Japan, and you can keep them as pets. You can totally keep them as pets. As long as they're domesticated, they're fine. Was that one knocked over the broom that blocked the storm door from opening? That, I guarantee you that was done on purpose. I guarantee you that was done on purpose. Raccoons are pretty smart. They know what they're doing. Oh, those are metal fingers. I almost freaked out. Okay, we just fed that one. I think we just fed that one over there. Okay, there's 3 more over here. Let's go. Let's do it again. So we're officially on poop watch today. We got to feed the animals. We got 26, 27. Yeah, buckle up, let's go. I'm pretty sure that was done on purpose, man. Yeah, they know what they're doing. There we go, 28. We're getting there. We're getting there. Heaven says the only raccoon I like is Sly Cooper. Hey, I got that game. I have the game. I have the game from the original game from the PlayStation 2, as a matter of fact. Never played it. It's funny because I bought I forget which one it is. I've got one. I think I can see it from here. Hold on a minute. It is. That's Ratchet Deadlocked. Where's the other one? Yeah, it's Sly 3, Honor Amongst Thieves. It's called Sly 3, Honor Amongst Thieves. I got that on PlayStation 2. I bought that several years ago. Never played it. We got 29. Okay, we need some more weird animals. Oh, there's a bunch of them right here. Hold on. Hold on. I think we just hit the jackpot. Eat up, fellas. We got all day. I mean, these guys are pooping all over the place. The Arcade's Arcade. It was a pretty fire game, wasn't it? Buckle up, let's go. Says what? Not Rocket? Rocket was a pretty cool raccoon, too. Rocket Raccoon, he was a pretty cool raccoon, too. So where are we at? 37. Ooh, we only need 3 more. We only need 3 more. Nice. Let's drop another one. I think we're almost done. I think we're almost done. Yeah, these guys are pooping all over the place. Let's pick it up. Always clean up after your pets, people. Okay, so where are we at with this? Are you serious? We need 2 more. We need 2 more. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, let's go over here. There we go. There's one right here. This guy chilling out by himself. There we go. There's 2 right there. Perfect. All right, perfect. That should do it. That should do it. Yeah, buckle up, let's go. Exactly. He doesn't want to be called a raccoon. All right, it's done. Feeding complete. I'll let somebody else pick up all that poop. Where's my ship? Yeah, heaven, exactly. We need to dust it off. Actually, believe it or not, it's still brand new in shrink wrap. Never opened. Never opened. The reason being is because not long after I bought it, I ended up getting back into PC gaming. So I never got around to playing it. And that was back in the day when, a long time ago, back in the 2000s, when I was literally switching between PC and console gaming, because that's back when I had an original. I was playing on my original Xbox before the release of the Xbox 360, and I managed to come across a PlayStation 2 Fat. So I said, since I got a PlayStation 2, let's grab some games for it. Ended up buying a couple of games for the PlayStation 2 and never played them, because I was playing on the Xbox, and I had most of my games at the time, at least, were on the Xbox platform. That was also back in the day when PlayStation Network was free. And I know many of you out there who's on PlayStation and have been on PlayStation for a long time, remember when the PlayStation online service was free. Back then it was called, back in the day of the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3, it was called PlayStation Underground. It was called, there was no PlayStation Plus or any of this other BS. It was called PlayStation Underground. You did have to set up an account with PlayStation, but the whole online service was free. The entire service was free back then. Now, you could pay a monthly fee for some extra benefits, but just for the ability to play multiplayer games, it was free. Excuse me, sorry about that. But of course, Sony, being the greedy company that they are, they began charging for their service. Okay, give me that stuff. Complete mission. Alright, that's it. 400 Quicksilver. And we have 319 Facium. Nice. We got some Hexaberry. We can sell that too. So Heaven, very important, very interesting, very interesting. I didn't know that the Sly Cooper game got that kind of hate, or Sly 4. I'm going to have to watch the reviews on it and see why people hated on it so much. Let's make a restore point. Okay. So what we're going to do now is switch saves. So let's go to another save, since we got that done. We made some Quicksilver. So let's see here. That's Polestar, Singularity. What save was that? I think it was Singularity where... I think it was Singularity. Yep. Let's go to Singularity. This is where we last left off during the previous live stream. I had just found an A-class Sentinel fighter. But because I ran out of time, we didn't have time to check its supercharged slot configuration and everything else. I know those giant... Bro, I will murk you out. Hold on a minute. Where's my multi-tool?
Weather update.
What multi-tool do I have? I'm going to murk that thing out. Hold on. That dude's about to get wrecked. Give me a second. Where's my multi-tool? I'm going to murk that dude out. Hold on. Multi-tool. Okay, this one's got an upgraded mining beam. Bowcaster's not bad. Yeah, I'm going to murk them dudes out in just a minute. They're not going anywhere. I got something for them. What other multi-tools do I have? Yeah, they're spitting on me right now. Bro, I got something for you. Hold on a second, buddy. So, what's on this one? This is a fully upgraded mining beam. Okay, let's use this one. That dude's going to get murked. That dude's about to get murked. Get wrecked. I'll take those. Thank you. Where's your buddy at over here? Don't be hissing at me, bro. Shut up. Alright. Is that it? Is that all of them? be out there hissing at me. What did I do? I just got here. All right.
Shield down.
Ouch. Well, that hurts. Seriously? Alright. Let me hop in my ship, or hop in this ship before I get killed. So yeah, this is an A class. Them stupid biological horrors gone? Yeah, they're gone. This planet absolutely sucks. So what are my shields like on this guy? Okay, so I got 3 shields. Alright. I rarely play on this save, just so that everyone knows. So, Buckle Up says, my first PlayStation 1 I got a couple of years ago from a Goodwill Online website. Great source of physical games, too. You know, I really wish that Goodwill shipped overseas, man. I wish they shipped overseas because I'm a fan of physical media, especially for all of my old consoles. The problem, of course, is that I live overseas. Now, I can find used PlayStation software here, but remember that the PlayStation system is region locked. So any software that I buy would be for the Japanese version of the PlayStation. Whichever PlayStation system is available here. Something that I really don't want to deal. Oh, for crying out loud! Something I really don't want to have to deal with. That's kind of why I didn't buy a PlayStation 4 or 5. Ouch. Okay, so what we want to do, this we can refine. So let's get some nanites from that. Yeah, this is kind of on a ridiculous side. You know, I swear, every time I come to this planet, I get caught in a storm. Let me jump in my ship. Okay, so let's claim this ship. And what I can do, because I'm running out of Starship slots on this save, so what I will do, so that we don't have to bother with all of that, is change crafting and purchases to free. Jesus, look at this. I swear, these storms follow you around. So, Heaven says, apparently Sly 4 was made by another team, but to me you can barely tell. It looks and plays like all the other games. My only problem is that Sly 4 was left on a cliffhanger. That means that, at a minimum, they're obligated to give us a finale to it. At a minimum. Okay, a stupid gravity thing gone? Okay. Okay, what we're going to do so that we don't have to be concerned with jumping back and forth, let's change crafting and purchases to free. Temporarily, so that we can determine the actual... Yeah, we're making this a custom save temporarily, so that we can determine the actual status of this ship. Because this is an A class... But this is also a 2-star system. I can totally use that. Okay, let's take a look at it. Pugnium. Brain.
Technology repaired.
So, at a minimum, this is a 2+1. Or this is going to be, yeah, it's a minimum 2+1, but this could be a 3+1 as an S-class. This could be a 3+1. Okay, let's build up. All right, let's drop a base computer. And the reason I'm doing this is so that I don't necessarily have to keep the ship in inventory, but I can mark the location.
Storm.
Because I don't want to claim the ship, but I do want to mark its location just in case this ship has good supercharged slot loadout. So, and if nothing else, the base computer will allow people to actually see that there's a good ship here. Once we name it, that is. All right, let's build up a base, a small one. Doesn't have to be big. All right. And these storms are a bit on the ridiculous side. Glass roof. And a door. Okay, battery. And what I will do is, if this is not a very good starship, what I'll do is just revert the save and all this stuff will be gone. But this will at least allow me there we go. Okay, now, hold on a second. Did we claim the ship? No, we did not.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Okay. Now, before we claim it, let's make a restore point. Let's put a save beacon down. Or, because I hate using save beacons, they kind of clutter everything up. Let's hop in and out of our ship, make a restore point. Let's claim it, take it back up to the Starship. So Buckle Up says, there are some Goodwills that will ship internationally. I'm going to check into it. I'll definitely check into it. I know that there is a huge market for retro games, specifically physical media. Okay, let's claim it. Okay, let's take this thing up to the space station. No, don't take it up to the space station. I just screwed up. Oops. Restore point. I just made a boo-boo. Don't do that. Don't do that. Although this could be a good A-class ship, I found a B-class what I think is better supercharged slot configs. Do we have to do this again? Where's my mining? Where's it at? Where's it at? Get out of here. Get wrecked. And these guys are all pissed for no reason. Alright, we'll grab that. Alright. Let's try this again, shall we? I made a boo-boo. There we go. Alright, now let's claim the ship, then use the teleporter. That's the whole reason why we built a base in the first place. So we can take the teleporter without creating a manual restore point and head to the space station. There we go. Let's go. Matt Kirkland, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Just playing a little bit of Late Night No Man's Sky. Just a little bit. Yeah, buckle up, let's go. You're right. Just have to make sure it's not full of sports games. Yeah, I may look into that. And thanks for letting me know about that. I was just under the impression that Goodwill won't ship overseas. Alright, let's sell that.
Units received.
Worm skin folio. We can sell that.
Units
We're going to keep those. Sell the Mordites.
Units received.
Sell the fleshy rope. Man, that stuff's worth a lot of money.
Units received.
Okay. Had to clear that inventory. Okay, we need to see Starship outfitting. Now remember, this is an A-class. This is also a 2-star system, which means finding an S-class is going to be very difficult. So we want to upgrade Starship class. Purchase upgrade class. Okay. 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 This is not bad. This one is not bad. This is a 2+2 configuration. That's not bad. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Not bad at all. 2+2. Huh. I found an A class with a 3+1. Well, a B class with a 3+1 once it's fully upgraded. But this is not bad. That's a good looking ship too. Okay. So now that we know what's in this ship, we can leave it where it is. All right. Let's revert to save. Good. Good, good, good. Now we know what's there. But the chances of finding an S-class in that star system, or this star system, I should say, are very slim. Shut up. Get out of here. Get wrecked. And these guys. Definitely not my favorite planet. Okay, so we do have a base here. Let's, where's the, base computer? Alright. Alright. Oh, for crying out loud. This planet sucks. Absolutely sucks. Okay, so we're going to leave this ship here. Since we reverted to save, that's fine. If I can stop floating around with the gravity storm, what I want to do, if I can get to my base computer, please, thank you. Yeah, these localized storms need to be toned down a bit. This is ridiculous because they literally follow you everywhere. Okay, let's capture a new screenshot. There we go. We're going to call this one A-class. This is a 2+2. 2+2. SC. Perfect. Done. So now we know what's here. All right. So this way I don't have to claim that ship and clutter my inventory with it. And we are, for the most part, done in this star system. But what I will do, let me get into my base here so that I can quit floating around. Let me change difficulty settings back to what they were. Standard. Okay. Want to make sure that's normal. Apply. Okay, good. Let's hop into the ship and make a new restore point. If I can get to it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's go to another save. Now, the next two ships that I'm searching for are in the Eisentem Galaxy. And a huge shout out to the Gaming Hub, or Game Hub, I should say, because they found these starships. So let's go to Polestar, Singularity, main save. Here we go, live stream Let's Play. There we go. That's the one that I want. And hope everybody out there is doing well. Happy Friday. Thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Another freaking gravitational anomaly. Okay. I have no idea what I was doing on this planet. Which ship? What do I have here? What ship do I have? First and foremost. Okay, so this is my other A-class heavy. All right. Okay, haven't broken the seal yet. Okay, this is a new base. All right. Easy enough. Let me check for the location of my capital ship. All right. So what we're going to do, because I think we're in Eisentem. Let's go to the capital ship. William Dupree, how's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Just doing a little bit of Starship hunting. A little bit of late night No Man's Sky tonight. It's 12:39 a.m. for me. Happy Saturday. I know it's still Friday for many of you, but that's awesome. Just doing a little bit of Starship hunting. Now, as I mentioned, these next two ships are located in Eisentem. There's the Geck with the manhole cover for a hat on his head. Very interesting. We need to take a look at the galaxy map. Let's get to the bridge. That's the refiner room. There we go. We need to see where we are first and foremost. It's been a while since I've been here. Upgrade controls. There we go. Freighter warp map. Let's take a look. Aha, so we're in Euclid. Okay. Okay, we got to get to Eisentam, and I should have a base in Eisentam on this save. So let's get there. So William says he hasn't found anything worthwhile in the past few days. At least you've been able to play. I haven't been able to even get on No Man's Sky since we last live streamed on Monday. So it's been about 5 days for me. Alright, my base is... let's see. There we go. This is like the only base I have in Eisentam. Seriously? Crash Freighter dig site. This one is probably in Eisentam too, but... That's strange, because I thought I had a portal set up in Eisentam. That's probably where this is. And we were just there. Okay, I thought I had a portal in Eisentam. I'm pretty sure I do, but I forgot to take a picture of it. Excuse me. Let's check recent. Aha, okay. All right, easy enough. So let's go to this base. So William says he just opened up the Hesperius galaxy, so check it out later. Nice. I wish there was an easier way to get to some of the other galaxies. I do know that Ricey's Starship Emporium, though, he has on his Discord, he has a taxi service that will take you to some of the other galaxies. I, however, am not a fan of Discord. I don't like using Discord. That's just because there are some real weirdos on Discord. And I'm going to leave it at that. So, let's see. Aha, this is an S-Class. S-Class 2+1. We're going to leave this ship right here. With heavy dragonfly wings too. Nice. Okay, so what we're going to do... Oh, so William says I don't have Discord. Neither do I. Now, to be fair, I was working on a Discord server. Over a year ago. The problem, of course, is that because there are some real weirdos on Discord, I had an issue with one individual, former community member on my channel. I'm not going to mention this person's name or anything like that, but... ultimately, they proved to be a real piece of work. Okay, and I'm being polite because this is a family-friendly live stream, but they're a very challenged individual. And ultimately, because of their inappropriate behavior and constant violations, constantly being in violation of my channel rules and just being blatantly disrespectful toward women specifically, I banned him from my channel. But this individual was insistent that we have some private conversation on Discord, which was a major red flag. Yeah, buckle up, let's go. Like I said, I'm watching my language, but you know exactly who I'm talking about. Very stupid and ignorant individual, very challenged individual. And it was because of that one individual where I made a decision to no longer work on my Discord server because it was too much of a risk. Way too much of a risk. I've seen really big content creators lose their YouTube channels over crap that happens on Discord, and I don't want any part of that. Okay, so we are in Eisentam. And, yep, the Game Hub found these ships in Purple Star Systems, and we should be ready to go. Yeah, buckle up, let's go. Way more than he deserved. Way more than this individual deserved. But don't worry, if he ever comes back, he's got a permaban waiting on him again. Yeah, William Dupree, that's just the nature of social media, man. You've got stupid people out there that can't help themselves. But that's the main reason why I ended all development on my Discord server. I didn't want to take any chances take any chances of getting caught up in some sort of a scandal, because that can happen. Okay, so we are in Eisentam. No, we're not going to warp. You know what? We need to find a portal. We need a portal. We totally need a portal. We totally need to find a portal. And for the life of me, I thought I had a portal in Eisentam. Let's call up the anomaly. Yeah, buckle up, let's go, you bet, man. Our community is one of the best GTA communities on the platform, in my opinion. And even No Man's Sky communities. Even though my community for No Man's Sky is small. It is important that we, uphold a certain standard and a code of conduct for, especially since we're supposed to be adults, right? There's the expectation that we know how to conduct ourselves as adults. But apparently, some people are incapable of it. Some people are unfortunately just incapable of that. So, as a result, there will not be a Discord server for my YouTube channel. Yeah, William Dupree, I was working on one, but thanks to one stupid individual, not anymore. We're not even going to bother with that. It's too much of a risk, man. It really is. And Discord is supposed to be a way for a community to connect. It's supposed to be a way for us to, spread information, especially with a game like No Man's Sky, where if we find the paradise planets, the nice starships, multi-tools, etc., where we can have a community that comes together and, shares this information with each other. The problem, of course, like I mentioned, is that there's the propensity for challenged individuals, just real weirdos, to prey on other people. And, none of us need any of that BS. We don't have to deal with any of that. Okay, so this base right here, this is in Eisentam, but okay, Euclid. Okay. Euclid. Now, these bases, this right here, this should be here. This should be Eisentam. Let's go check it out. Oh, William says, I thought you meant the portal. Yeah, in both things, yes. But I'm pretty sure on this save I have a portal in Eisentam. That's the problem with having so many saves, I forget where my portals are. I think this is here. I think this is Eisentam, so we're going to find out. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is Eisentam.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology Technology recharge. Technology.
And we got to recharge this thing anyway, so let's just go ahead and do it.
Technology recharge. 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 Technology recharge.
All right, there we go. Okay. Let's activate the portal. Hold it. Where are my portal address? Hold on a second. Where's my address? That might help. Let's see. Save pictures. That is Sentinel. Light. The first one is a light Sentinel fighter, so let's see if I can find it. Okay, that's the medium. The medium looks pretty cool too. Let's find the light Sentinel fighter first, and we will check that out. There we go. Light Sentinel Interceptor. Let's get the glyphs. Any day now, game. Thank you. I'm just waiting for this thing to open up so we can see the glyphs. There we go. Okay. Okay, so it is face, Dino, Triforce, Dino, Triforce, 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 YMCA, 2 times the Sunrise, and Starship. So, Zute, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Adventure, good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. So, both. I prefer both. As a Starship hunter, and planet hunter for that matter, for me it's all about the exploration. It's about the experience of exploring. Whether another creator or someone else finds the starship or the planet, to me it doesn't matter. Of course, if I can find a nice A-class or S-class starship, multi-tool, or paradise planet myself and take credit for it, absolutely. But at the same time, if there's a good starship or planet out there, whether or not someone else found it or not is irrelevant. It's all about the exploration for me. And of course, if I feature someone else's starships or someone else's discoveries, if you will, for example, starships, multi-tools, planets, whatever the case may be, in any of my videos, then I'll give them full credit for it. But I prefer both. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, let's make a restore point before jumping through, because things have a tendency to crash sometimes. Where's my ship? One of these days I'll make a save beacon for that base. Okay. Hey, check that out. Proto-Gek. There's a Proto-Gek over there. Look at that guy. I think we'll be on the right planet when we get there. Otherwise, all we have to do is find the dissident planet. So Zute says, I just wish we could have more ships than current. Well, do you remember when we can only have 12 ships? But here's the deal. We can have 12 ships active, and we can have an additional 18 ships in storage. So we can own a total of 30 ships now. But the other 18 ships have to be placed in storage, if you will. So you have to set that up on your freighter. You got to have a capital ship for that. But it is possible to have up to 30 ships now. So that is a major change that they added. And because we can see that ships' storage space, if you will, is scalable, having 12 ships active at one time, with the additional 18 in storage, they can scale that as high as they want because the other 18 ships are not active. So I think that was a really nice addition. That is true. Especially when it comes to Sentinel ships, I want all of them. I want all the Sentinel ships. Okay, so it looks like we're on the right planet. Just out of curiosity, how many of these do we have? We got 10 of those, 10 of those. Let's go get some more because I'm greedy. Let's get some more of these. Because I'm greedy. Give me that Radiant Shard. I'll totally take those. Yeah, like I said, I want all of the Sentinel ships. All of them. But that's also one of the reasons why I'm not actually claiming ships today. I'm marking locations for my next upcoming video of top 5 starships. Okay, so we are on the planet. What we need to do now is activate. I'd better have one of these in my ship. I've only got one left. You have got to be kidding me. Oh my god. I got a bunch more of these echo locators on my freighter. We need to go get some. It's funny. I thought I had more of those on me. I'm going to call up my capital ship. Yeah, William DeFree. That was one of the best additions ever made to No Man's Sky. The ability to store starships in long-term storage and multi-tools, because we can also have more multi-tools now as well. Okay, where's my capital ship? Alright. Yeah, I got to get some more echolocators. I don't like having only one or less than one on me, so. Yeah, don't ask me why I have this Sentinel ship right here with no wings on it. The only reason I kept it is because it's an A-class. That's why I kept it. That's actually in one of my videos, by the way. Okay, we got to go to storage, and if I can find it. Storage is, let's see, refiners are there. Here we go, storage is right here. Okay, buckle up, let's go. Thanks for stopping in, man. As always, it's good to see you. We'll see you next time, brother. Take care and God bless to you. We'll see you next time. There we go. 5. Okay. There we go. 07 to you too, sir. We'll see you next time, man. Zute, yes, this is an S-class freighter. Surprising. The funny thing is that this freighter, I got to upgrade it though. I got to get back to upgrading this thing. I found this freighter. It took me 2 tries. I got this freighter after 2 tries. I have a video on how to find these freighters, but the actual the farming mechanic has changed a bit. Before, you used to be able to find a pirate system and kind of mark the location of that pirate system, but the mechanics changed a bit. Sometimes it's not guaranteed to be for you to get that that specific dreadnought battle in a pirate system. Hello Games made a change to that some time ago, so they're a little harder to get, or to find at least. The difficult part is triggering a pirate, a dreadnought battle. So, but it took me 2 tries to get this one, and I was pretty shocked when it happened. So I'm going to have to update my video tutorial on how to find pirate dreadnoughts. All right, let's go back to the planet. Okay, I'm pretty sure we can activate this thing from where we are.
Alert. Navigational data received.
All right, there we go. What the crap? There are 2 dissonant planets in this system. Hold on, there's 2 dissonant planets in this system. This planet is dissonant. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold the phone. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. This is the first time I've ever seen this. So, William Dupree, let me ask you something. Have you ever seen a star system with 2 dissonant planets? Here's the frost planet. That's the Arctic planet. That's a rotting planet. That's a fungal planet. 2 planets with dissonant... What? In a single star system? I've never seen this before. This is the first time I've ever seen this. What? Okay. So William says both planets have the same ship. And you've seen 3. Really? This is the first... I learned something new today. This is the first time I've ever seen this. Okay. Let's go to the rotting planet. Very interesting. Okay. I swear, I've never seen more than one planet in a dissonant system with dissonance on it. This is the first time for me. Hey, Sugar Daddy, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Just playing a little bit of Late Night No Man's Sky. Going to wrap things up here in a bit. It's already 1 a.m. But it's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. Right, William Dupree, exactly. The ships are per system. So, irregardless of what planet we go to, whether it's dissonant, more than one dissonant planet, the starship's going to be exactly the same. Which is perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm just kind of shocked that there's multiple dissonant planets in a single dissonant star system. I've never seen this before. So I learned something new today. Very interesting. Yeah, never knew that. I learned something new today. Nice. Okay, so we're on a rotting planet. Okay, let's land this thing and see what we got. This star system has a really cool looking ship. It's got a really cool looking ship, and guess what? It's got tank treads. The starship in the system does have tank treads, as far as I know. Yeah, as you can see, deep Die Pi Die, that's the game hub. This is the star system that they discovered. Okay, nice. Just out of curiosity, let's look around for a bit. Okay, those are gravitino balls. We don't need those. Armored clam. Sentient plant. Just looking around. Okay, okay. All right. Okay, let's... well, first of all, let me move the ship out of the way. So William Dupree, it is. Let me look at it. I got a picture of it right here. It is a light sentinel fighter. Oh, I stand corrected. It does not. This one doesn't have tank treads. This one doesn't have tank treads, but it's a light sentinel fighter with yellow and black. The other starship that we will find does have tank treads. This one doesn't have them, but the other one does. It's still a good-looking ship, so let's go check it out. Scobie Jones, how's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, let's get out of the toxic rain, because this place sucks.
Technology recharge.
Okay, we should be good. I think we got enough materials for what we need. Let's drop a base computer. So Zute says, spent over 600 hours in No Man's Sky myself. Even feel burned out. Or ever feel burned out or get bored after doing anything? No, not in particular. And that's only because, and this is one of the reasons why I place emphasis on discovery and, just exploration. I wish, the one problem that I have with No Man's Sky is the lack of story element. That's pretty much it. But even without storied elements, we have to remember that No Man's Sky is an open universe sandbox game where you make the story. We actually tell the story simply by playing. So I never get bored. I never get bored with it. Now, there are some times where I get frustrated, but that's typically because of something that I missed. But in general, I don't have a problem. I can play this game for hours. And I never really get burned out with it, and that's because for me it's all about discovery, finding the starships, finding the multi-tools, finding the paradise planets. It's all about the discovery, finding the best ways to make nanites, finding the best ways to maximize the damage in a good starship, and finding that starship to begin with. So for me, I never really get bored with it. And it's a slow period, No Man's Sky right now. There are no updates. There's nothing happening. I think we're maybe a week or two away from getting another update. So it's kind of slow. Also, remember that with the World's Part 2 update, Hello Games added the abandoned playstyle, or the abandoned playthrough, or game mode, if you will, the abandoned game mode. So doing an abandoned playthrough is also another way to play the game. Yeah, Sugar Daddy, you know what I'm talking about, brother. You know what I'm talking about, man. Okay, so we got the autophage out here. Hey, buddy. My staff is bigger than yours. That's what she said. Okay, let's build a base. Let's build up a really quick base. We should have... Do we have any glass, by the way? Or did I sell? I think I sold my glass. Yep, we sold the glass. Let's punch a hole in this wall. Ouch. A locally toxic storm. And of course it's headed this way, right? Of course it's headed this way. So, let's refine that. Make some glass. Put up some walls. We're probably going to run out of carbon really soon. How much carbon do we get? We only got 549 carbon. I hate hunting for carbon. Let me recharge my life support.
Technology recharge.
Let me do this because since we are running a bit short on time. Crafting free. Apply. All right, we'll change that back in just a second. So Zute says he plays on permadeath, so everything is restricted. Yes. Not really a fan of the permadeath play style, but I will say the one Looper expedition was fun. Looper was a ton of fun. That was the permadeath expedition where if you died, that was pretty much it. You had to start the entire expedition from the beginning. So William says he's thinking about trying a permadeath run. I'm thinking about trying an abandoned run, just an abandoned playthrough. I'm thinking about abandoned, actually. Okay, so this way we can stop using all our carbon. Okay. Oh, battery. Wires. Seriously? Biofuel reactor? Yeah, the sun just went in. You talk about bad luck. Okay, here we go. And let's see here. Yep, battery depleted. Saw that coming. Okay.
Technology recharge.
All right, there we go. Let's see here. Let's switch crafting back to standard. There we go. Oh, we got that out of the way. Let's drop a save beacon, since we will be coming back here. We need 2 metal plating. Okay. Okay, we are all set. So, Zute says, only time I died was within 10 hours to an abyssal horror. Don't think I've ever died to an abyssal horror before. I died to a tornado. When I played through, I died to a tornado. I was not happy about it. And because no matter what I did, I couldn't escape the thing. Could not escape it. Okay, so we need to scan memory registers. I was not happy. I was really pissed about that. So 12, 2, and 8. I was pissed.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Toxic rainstorm. Okay. 12, 2, 8. Sugar Daddy says, I'm still new to this game. The adventure is endless and continues. Yes. The idea behind No Man's Sky, like I mentioned, is that it's an open universe sandbox game, which means that there are storied elements, but at the same time, we as the player, we literally write the story. We can go anywhere and do anything we want. That's what I like about it. So Heaven says the Merryweather livery for the Iron Mule just dropped today. It does look pretty nice. The problem, of course, is that it can take up to 72 hours for the livery to hit your account after you complete the Titan job, which is not really a big deal. Let's see what multi-tool we've got here. It's not really that big of a deal. Nope. That's a whole lot of nope. Let's hop in for a second.
Technology recharge.
Okay, locate dissonant spike. Now here's the deal. When you complete the Titan job, or when you complete the challenge to get the livery, it should release usually within 24 hours. So you should be able to get it within like a day of completing the actual task. We're going to do the Oscar Guzman flies again on stream. We're going to do it again on stream. As painful as it's going to be, we're going to do it one more time to get that livery. Yeah, Sugar Daddy, exactly. The problem is Oscar Guzman. Absolutely hate that stupid heist, but Rockstar really wants us playing that heist, so we'll do it one more time just to get the livery. Excuse me. And I hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. Pardon me for just a sec. Hey, Streamlabs, behave yourself. Yeah, Heaven, don't worry about that. Streamlabs is being a bit temperamental today. I see your message. So Heaven says, yeah, didn't know this at first. I literally had the Titan job already set up. I guess didn't finish it when it was still on bonus. Okay, I see. Completed it and thought it had to be a fresh run, so I did it. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a fresh run. Even if you have the finale set up and ready to go, as long as you complete it during this event week, you should get it. Yeah, Streamlabs is getting a little butthurt, so that's typical Streamlabs for you. So it appears that we're actually on a moon. This is a moon. Okay. All right. As we bounce off the moon's surface. Okay, what do we got? Oh, it's around the corner. Excuse me. Yep, Heaven says, bummed that Rockstar fixed that bug. Yeah, typical. It's typical. Rockstar can fix things that aren't really broken, but after 3+ years, the door on the scope out plane for Cayo Perico is still broken. Go figure, right? Priorities, I guess. Okay, so check it out. This is the Sentinel ship that the Game Hub found. This is a good-looking ship. This is a light Sentinel fighter. TIE fighter style, actually. It's a TIE fighter style Sentinel fighter, single thruster with single bladed wings. This is a clean ship right here. This is very nice. It's a C class. It's a C class, but this is what this Starship looks like for this system. So this is pretty nice. Okay, that's a good looking ship. That's a good looking Sentinel ship. I like that one. But rather than claim this ship, what we're going to do is we'll leave this This should be active in the log. Yeah, this is active in the log, so we'll leave this one. Hey, we just got a massive donation. Thank you so much, brother. Much appreciated, everybody. Let's get some, excuse me, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Sugar Daddy Williams, who just beat the game. Hey, brother, thanks for that donation, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for your generosity, and above all else, thanks for your continued support, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Sugar Daddy says, appreciate the content, sir. 07A. 07 to you too, sir. Thank you so much for your support, man. I appreciate you. Let's get some 07s out there, everybody. Proper hand salute. Let's do it. Okay, so this is the style of ship that's here. It's a C-class, so what we're going to do is leave this one. So we're going to leave this one. We know where it is. We know where to find them. We got a base here. So what I want to do now, since we got a base on this rock, let's go back. Let's go back to the base. 9 minutes away? I don't think so. Hey, Zoot, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, man. We do our best here, man. I do my best. I do appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Warning. Threat detected.
If I got to murk out that pirate, it's not going to end well for him. Not going to end well for him. Okay, so this is what we need to do. We got to name this base so that we know exactly what type of Sentinel ship is here. Then we'll move on to the next planet. Or to the final system, excuse me. It's 1:21 a.m. for me. So, once we find this next starship, we're going to wrap things up. It's a C-class, so I'm going to leave it where it is. What we need to do now is get the base computer. Let's start there. Okay, let's call this one. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. This is Light Sentinel Fighter. Light TIE. Light TIE Fighter. I can't spell fighter. Light TIE Fighter. Sentinel ship. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. That'll work. That way we at least know what it is. Okay, we'll upload that. Okay, let's go back. Unless there's a portal, unless we can find that portal in this system, which was on the frozen planet. Okay, let's go back. So we're not hop, skipping, and jumping around. Let's go back to the capital ship. Head back to the portal and enter in another set of glyphs. Hey, Sugar Daddy, appreciate you, bro. Like I said, I take full responsibility for anybody else playing this game. If it's because of me, it's my fault. So, absolutely love this game. I love it. It's definitely a departure from something like Grand Theft Auto Online. Okay, so where is... We were just there. Totally just there. Okay, bases. Freighter crash site. Okay. Now, we have another set of coordinates, excuse me. to input. Let's find that one. Now, this next Sentinel ship has tank treads. If I can find it. That is the medium. Right there. There we go. Yeah, this one's got tank treads. Wrong base. Alright, well, here we go. Totally wasn't supposed to come here. Totally wasn't supposed to come here. The wrong base. Get wrecked. All right. Problem solved. The wrong base, buddy. Totally in the wrong location. All right, let's try that again. My bases. There we go. Totally went to the wrong base. All right, let's open up this GIF so that we can see exactly what it is we're looking for. There we go. As my starship is parked right on top of the actual portal itself. There we go. Okay, activate portal. All right, this one is face, half moon, bird, face, 4 times Triforce, YMCA, 2 sunrise, and the TP. Always make a restore point before jumping through a portal. Let's go. Let's see what we have here. And this will be the final ship that we search for today, because it's 1:27 a.m. for me. Excuse me, a.m. for me. So we're gonna wrap this up. Sugar Daddy, I guarantee you that Hello Games totally got the idea behind these portals from Stargate. As a matter of fact, many of the ships, planets, a lot of this game design takes many of its design cues from both classic and modern day science fiction TV shows and movies. Because you'll see starships in this game that look like they're right out of Star Wars. And Battlestar Galactica and Star Trek. You'll see all that stuff here. And of course the Stargate from Stargate SG-1 right there. Okay, I don't think we're on the right planet. I don't see dissonance anywhere. Yep, this is totally the wrong planet, but this is the correct system, so let's go. Okay, let's see here. Options, not options. Discoveries, there we go. Aggressive Sentinels. Aha, it's a moon. Okay. Markets. Let's go. Oh, so we were just on the moon. I didn't see any dissonant, okay, whatever. We were just on the moon. Never mind. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, ooh, that's a Sentinel pillar. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a Sentinel pillar. That is a Sentinel pillar. Okay, this changes things. Because I am running out of time. And I want to get to the next Starship. I don't really want to drop a base computer here for the sake of a Sentinel pillar, but I guess I can.
Thermal protection falling.
I would leave a save beacon. The problem is that save beacons have a tendency to disappear. You know what? We'll leave... Yeah, well, let's leave a save beacon. Yeah, totally the wrong planet. Yeah, we'll leave a save beacon, only because I don't want to leave a base computer here if I don't have to. We got to leave another base computer for the actual abandoned camp that we have to find. So, let's drop a comm ball. Let's do a comm ball and a save beacon. And let's color this one. Let's edit, duplicate, toggle, edits. Not that. There we go, colors. And let's make this one red. Perfect. Okay, that's what we want to do. So we'll save that location. Let's add a comm ball. Oh, what do we need for this? 20 pure ferrite. Seriously? When you don't need pure ferrite, you have it. When you don't have it, you need it. All right. Oh, it might help if I take the pure ferrite out of my refiner. There we go. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Let's just label this one Sentinel Pillar. Sentinel Pillar. Okay. So hopefully we'll be able to find this thing at some point. Oh, let's activate. Let's get rid of that.
Alert.
Activate this so that we can find our actual base that we're going to build. The next Sentinel ship looks pretty awesome. It does look pretty awesome. And it does have tank treads. Now, because this is a 1 or 2 star system, there's no guarantee that we'll be able to find a decent one, but let's at least look for it. And I hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button. It helps out the channel a ton. Now, let me reiterate that these 2 Sentinel starships, the first one that we just found and this one, are courtesy of the Game Hub. And he found these two locations during his live stream a few days ago. So I figured I'd just hop over here to Eisenham Galaxy and have a look for myself. Draco, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, we're here. Moistureless, average, high, average, answers to none. Okay. Okay, so you guys know what it is. Let's build a base. Since I'm running short on carbon, let's not waste too many resources. Yeah, William Dupree. That's why I marked the location. We could get a royal multi-tool out of there. Unfortunately, we don't really have time to hunt for it today. Okay.
Falling.
Sorry about that. Let's see. Options. Difficulty. Let's go crafting to free. Apply. Alright, let's drop a base computer. You know, this location could have a decent multi-tool, but not really holding my breath on that. I don't think this is a high-tier system. Alright, let's claim. And I can promise you the Starship in this system, or this planet, looks really good. The Sentinel ship, that is. It's got the Elvis Mohawk thing going. It's with tank treads, so it looks pretty good. Okay. All right, let's build a base. Door. And glass roofs. Yeah, Dylan Kays, I think you're right, man. I think you're right. We might see double cash and RP on CEO crates next week for the next weekly update, because I don't think anyone expected the FIB files to be on bonus, man. I think CEO crates are going to be on bonus really soon. I do agree with you on that. It's either CEO crates or vehicle import-export, which I would be perfectly satisfied with. So William Dupree says, it's an Elvis, not a fan of those, especially when you fly in first person. That is true. You got that freaking Mohawk sticking off the front of your ship. That is kind of true, but, you know, I kind of like the style, and it's got tank treads. So, let's put some wires on this thing. Okay, last but not least, let's hook this thing up. There we go. And let's drop a save beacon. Would you get out of the way, buddy? Get out of my house, dude. What the crap? What these random autophages just walking in my house like that? What's that all about? Okay, save beacon. Okay. Let's switch this back. Standard. Apply. Okay. Done. What's that? You mean 1.5 mil Thursday? Nice. Yeah, we did the Dre VIP contract on Thursday for the final day of the weekly update before the end of the event week. I had like a couple of hours left before the end of the event week, so I hopped on stream and had a pretty decent live stream. Made about 2.5 mil. Especially with the security contracts, because they were double money too, so it made some decent money. Okay, so we want scan memory registers 5, 11, 1. Okay, 5, 11, and 1. Okay, deactivate multi-tool seal. Let's see what we got. It's a rifle at least. At least it's a rifle. Not bad. It's an A-class, but unfortunately supercharged slots are spread out on this one. It is an A-class though. Not bad. With a pulse spitter and a bolt caster. That is not bad. Not bad at all. We'll leave it. Okay. Yeah, Sugar Daddy, yes. Actually, I think you have, because you've got players out there that have, 10 large crate warehouses across two players. So those players are making 40 million on double cash for 5 large crate warehouses per person. Multiply that times 2. Those players are making some really good cash. But I'm going to say this again, you guys with those 5 large crate warehouses, you guys are nuts. You guys are out of your minds. That's some insane grinding right there. Okay, let's go take a look at this ship. And again, these starships are courtesy of the Game Hub. So special thanks to him. He found these during his live stream. And I said, you know what, let's hop on and take a look. So Sugar Daddy says he's got 5 himself. Bruh, I stopped at 3. I said, yeah, I'm not going to do more than this. That's plenty. 3 large crate warehouses is more than enough. Okay, let's go take a look. And it is 6 minutes away now. We're not going to do that. We are on a moon, by the way. So, yeah, thinking about that, it's quite possible that we could see. I hope that it is CEO vehicle import-export. More so than CEO crates. I would prefer to see CEO vehicle import-export on bonus. Because we haven't had it on bonus in over a year. And personally, I think I would rather do CEO vehicle import-export over CEO special cargo, because your vehicle import-export warehouses never get rated. They never get rated. Okay, there's a ship. There it is. If I can land. Will you land, please? Thank you. Yeah, he says, no pain, no gain, OG. Yeah, you're not lying about that, bro. And I got to tell you, the 5 large crate warehouses, that's painful. So here's the ship. Check it out. And it's got tank treads. This is a heavy fighter, medium fighter, I think. Hold on. Yep, 9 thrusters, tank tread landing gear. This is a good looking ship. Let's get a better look at it. So check it out. That's a pretty cool looking Sentinel ship. This is a medium Sentinel ship with heavy wings, wingtip thrusters, and tank tread landing gear. Oh, it's got the Mohawk thing going too, but that's pretty cool. That's a good looking Sentinel ship. That's a good looking Sentinel ship right there. I like that one. That's a good looking ship. Not bad. Let's take a quick peek at it and see what we've got here. So Sugar Daddy says, I dumped my whole high-class vehicle inventory for that. Yeah, this is a good-looking ship. I know some people don't like the Mohawk, as I call it, or it's a vertical stabilizer, or dorsal stabilizer, actually. But I think it gives the Sentinel ship a unique look, because these are kind of few and far from. So what do we got? It's a C-class. Okay. So what we're going to do... what we're going to do is leave this one because it's just a C-class. We're not going to keep that in our log, so we're going to abandon this one. We'll just abandon that. Okay. We know where the ship is, so no problem at all. We know where to find it. But that's a good-looking ship. Now, what I don't know, I think this is a 2-star system, so chances are we won't be able to find anything above an A-class very easily. But we'll probably save that for the next live stream. It does look like a Beetle, doesn't it? It does. I think the tank tread landing gear gives it character. This is a good looking ship in my opinion. If I can find an A or an S class, that'll be perfect. But I think we'll leave that for the next stream. Alright. Okay, let's head back. Let's head back to the base. And we're leaving it because I don't have time to claim it. We'll do that during the next live stream. So what we're going to do now is head back to the base and name it because it's almost 2 a.m. for me and I'm dog tired. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I usually have trouble sleeping late at night anyway. That's one of the reasons why I'm hosting a live stream. Now, for anyone out there who watches my GTA content, we'll be live streaming GTA in about 12 hours. And unfortunately, we'll be doing Oscar Guzman again. So it's going to be troll the chat time. Oscar Guzman flies again. I want that livery. Okay, let's name this base, and we'll wrap things up. Okay, so this one is medium. Medium interceptor, dorsal. Dorsal stabilizer. That's fine. That's fine. That way I'll know exactly what it is. Yeah, Sugar Daddy, exactly. And we're going to have a long day on stream tomorrow, so you better believe that's going to be a thing. Let's go ahead and upload this. All right. Perfect. Okay, so ladies and gents, let me save my progress here. We're going to call it here. As of right now, I'm planning on live streaming No Man's Sky again this coming Sunday for an afternoon live stream. And we'll do a bit more than we're doing right now, obviously. So we'll get back to Starship hunting. Also going to start Instellar Multitudes for my other save, for the Polestar save, so we can bring that one up to speed. And we'll take things from there. So, thank you guys so much for joining us today. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me on the way out. Helps out the channel a ton. Now, once again, The GTA content will return tomorrow in about 12 hours, so if anybody watches my GTA stuff, I'll see you then. No Man's Sky will probably be Sunday afternoon. So hopefully we'll see you guys here for that one as well. And with all of that being said, this live stream is a wrap. Excuse me. Slashing Lakes, thank you so much for being here, man. And Sugar Daddy, thank you for being here too. William Dupree, thanks for being here as always. And everybody else out there, thank you guys for stopping by today. I appreciate each and every one of you. So, with that being said, this live stream is a wrap. I've been Oddman105, aka The Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what I do here on the channel. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. So please stay safe, and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there. And I'll see you all next time. So everyone, stay safe. God bless to each and every one of you. Happy weekend and happy Saturday. And I'll see you all next time. Take care, guys. Have a good night.